Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm Helen Hearty.
That's great. Wonderful. Sorry about the delay. I just finished another session and I quickly jumped into this one.
Okay, ma'am. No problem.
Right. So, how have you been and what have you been up to apart from your holiday homeworks?
Nothing, anything apart from that. I'm just helping my sibling to complete her holiday homework as well because
Okay.
only 4 days are left. And
Yes.
I am also under pressure to complete mine as well for models. And only this work I'm doing because I don't have time for other works.
Okay, okay, all right. So the plural form for work remains as work itself.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so
ma'am.
work remains as work. For example, money. Money remains as money,
Same. Yeah.
right? So work will remain as work. But
Okay.
if you want to use the plural form, then you could use task. Task
Oh,
becomes as tasks,
okay.
right?
Okay, ma'am.
So you could say, I have a lot of tasks lined up for the day, right?
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Lined up for the day.
Day.
That's one of the phrase that you can use.
Yes, yeah.
Okay? Okay. All right. Are you ready for today's topic? Very
Yes,
interesting,
ma'am. Yeah, it is
right?
interesting.
Yes. Okay. So it's all about intelligence.
Yeah.
Mind matters, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let's take a look at the first image, which is on the second page,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So it says, guess who among these candidates would top the test? Are you able to read that speech bubble within the image?
Yeah, it's a little bit blurry, but I am able
Hmm.
to.
Okay, can you read it a bit loudly? What is
Yeah.
written within the speech bubble?
For a fair selection, everybody
Hmm.
has to take the same exam. Please
Hmm.
climb that tree.
Hmm. And which are these animals that you see in front of the examiner?
I see that there's a monkey, a
Hmm.
penguin,
Hmm.
and an elephant, one
Hmm.
fish in that bowl,
Hmm. Correct.
and there
Okay.
is something
There is
cat.
a seal that looks like a seal. Are you familiar with
Okay.
seal? SEAL. Seal.
Yeah, I have heard about that. It is.
Okay. Okay. So seal is an aquatic animal,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
it can also come on the surface,
Okay, they
right?
are amphibians.
Yes. So seal, and the last one looks
It's
like a,
dog or something.
yes, it's a dog. It's a dog. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So when you look at this image, what comes to your mind, or what is it that you are able to understand in terms of intelligence?
I think that
Hmm.
if we talk about that, who will top the test? Obviously, monkey because it is his
Hmm.
expertise in that
Hmm.
area. He has
Hmm.
experience and knows how to climb.
Hmm.
But if we talk about other animals, they are we are judging it wrong because
Hmm.
they have other expertise. For
Hmm.
example, fish can swim, elephant
Hmm.
has long trunk, so
Hmm.
they have their own advantages. But if
Hmm.
they can not do some other work. So
Hmm.
it is that it is because that if they don't have a particular expertise, they'll
Hmm.
not be able to top the test. So
Hmm.
their test would be something like there should
Hmm.
be a test in which all those animals are
Hmm.
experienced,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
that every it is equal to everyone, not only
Hmm.
for a person,
Hmm.
animal,
Hmm.
sorry.
Correct. I completely agree with you that this is an completely unfair test where
Yes,
they
ma'am.
not considered the capability or the ability of the different animals,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So this also applies to the children,
Yeah.
right? Do you
Yes,
agree?
ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes. So, children, or rather, every child has its own ability or capability,
Yes, ma'am.
right? But unfortunately, all the children are supposed to give the same examination
Yes,
and they
ma'am.
are all expected to do well,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So, this is what mainly the image talks about, how they don't consider the
Okay.
fairness of judging
Yes.
everyone,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yes. So, that is what was missing,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay. So, which subject or topic do you feel you feel most intelligent or knowledgeable, and why?
Okay.
Hmm.
So I feel that I am the most intelligent and knowledgeable in mathematics and English,
Hmm. Hmm.
because in maths I love how I have a clear answer and I can get in one quick easy way. So
Hmm.
I like to solve maths problems, so I have a
Hmm.
great command at maths, so it is my
Hmm.
favorite subject. And
Hmm.
in English I also know
Hmm.
how to speak in public and how
Hmm.
to use something
Hmm.
extraordinary. So
Hmm.
these two are my subject which I feel
Hmm.
the most knowledgeable about. But yeah, there
Hmm.
are some drawbacks about these subject also, which
Hmm.
I have.
Hmm. Hmm. Drawbacks of the subject also. Is it drawbacks of the subject or of yourself?
Of myself in this subject.
Correct. Okay. So, drawbacks of these subjects would be incorrect. Like you correctly said, I have some drawbacks when it comes to these same subjects.
Okay,
You
ma'am.
could say that, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I'll share with you two phrases. Now, you
Okay.
need to tell me what is the error in it.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, one is command at maths, that's the first one. And the second one is how to speak in public.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, what is which one is incorrect or what how to
No,
correct?
both have error. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to spot the error and correct this phrase.
And one is command
Hmm.
at maths and the other one
Hmm.
is,
Other one is how to speak in public. So I'll share it with you
okay,
in the
ma'am.
chat box. Okay, even better. Hmm.
I think that one is
Hmm.
that command over maths,
Very good.
because
Excellent. I have a good command over math
yeah.
subject. Okay.
And after that, the other one is
Hmm.
speak in public speaking, and I know how to, and I know public speaking, something
Hmm.
like that.
I'm good at public speaking, even
Yes.
better. I'm good at public speaking, or I feel confident speaking in front of an audience. You can
Okay,
say
ma'am.
that, right? Because if
Okay.
you say speak in public, it literally means you might go out in the street and start speaking.
Okay.
That's not what we do,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Until and unless we are a politician or we have a job where we literally have to speak in public.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so which is why it's a bit tricky. When you
Yeah.
frame the sentences, you have to be a bit careful.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
All right. Now, can you describe a time when you helped someone by making them understand about something? And how did you feel about it?
Okay.
I wanted to
So,
give you two instances
okay,
which
ma'am.
had to do with two different things that you might have helped someone understand something.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
So, in first, I would like to talk about one of
Hmm.
my friend. She was
Hmm.
facing problems in maths for solving a maths problem.
Hmm.
So she was facing problem and she came to me, and
Hmm.
I was very happy that she didn't go get she didn't went to the teacher, and instead she
Hmm.
came to ask
Hmm.
me that
Hmm.
she that made me feel that I am intelligent and anyone can rely on me. So
Okay.
after that, when I taught
Hmm.
her, I think that
Hmm.
I made a kind of difference in teaching. Like
Hmm.
she could have gone to the teacher as well, but she
Hmm.
came to me and asked me the
Hmm.
question, and
Hmm.
I made myself clear. And also I used daily circumstances, that
Hmm.
daily life routines that which connect with that problem, so she can
Hmm.
understand that. So
Hmm.
this is one way I helped my friend, and I felt very great at that she
Hmm.
came to
Hmm.
me. And
Hmm.
one more thing is about my one of my cousin.
Hmm.
So when I went in my summer vacation, so she
Hmm.
was doing one of her English tasks
Hmm.
and she wrote something wrong. It was of story writing, I guess.
Hmm. Hmm.
So she formed a she formed the story in future instead of in past. So
Hmm.
then I told her that no, this is not the rule of story writing, but you can use
Hmm.
future tense if
Hmm.
you want, but not the whole story is not written in future. We
Hmm.
have to use present and past as well.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that also helped her, and I felt great that I can help anyone.
Okay, I like how you became so happy that it was visible on your face, especially with the first instance that you told me how you felt, right? That she
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
approach the teacher,
Yeah.
instead she decided to approach you to get the
Yes,
help,
ma'am.
right? Okay, great, wonderful. Now, overall, how did you feel about yourself in both the situations? Apart from feeling good, what else did you feel?
I think that I felt very great, and I think that I can make difference, and I can
Mm,
make a good impression in both in academics as well. And if
mm,
I get a chance to teach, I
mm,
will also succeed in that as well.
mm, mm,
And after that, if I talk about other thing, is that I can also anyone
mm,
can rely on me, and I can teach anyone, whether it
mm,
is a senior person, or they are
mm,
junior than me, or they
mm,
are about
mm,
of my age.
mm.
So
Okay. So, irrespective of the age, you feel you have a easy or unique way of teaching someone or making them understand,
yes, ma'am.
right? About any subject,
Yeah.
or rather the subjects that you're good at.
Okay, ma'am.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, great, wonderful. Now, I'm going to share again some of the phrases that you had shared with me while you were sharing these stories. You have to spot the error.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Okay. Here we go. Let's go one by one. You can take a look at it in the chat box.
Wait. Yeah.
Can you read the first one before
In
the
f-
dash? Hmm.
yes, ma'am. In first,
Hmm.
I would like to talk.
Hmm.
First of all, I would like to talk.
Okay. First of all, okay, you can use, but when you are talking about something for the very first time, or let's say because my question said I want you to tell me about two scenarios,
Okay, ma'am.
right? So
Yeah.
you can say the first scenario
I would like
that
to talk about.
I would like to talk
Talk about.
about,
Yeah.
like to talk about.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So this is one way of saying it. Or first situation that I would like to talk about.
Yes, ma'am.
That's another way of saying it. Okay. Okay. Next one. Can you read it?
Yeah, she didn't went to the teacher. I know
Hmm.
the wrong. She
Hmm.
didn't go to the teacher.
Hmm. She didn't go to the teacher, you can say, or
Yeah.
she didn't approach the teacher.
Yeah.
Instead, she came up to me.
Yeah.
You can use the word instead.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead. It's a conjunction. Instead. Okay. Conjunctions are always used to connect the ideas in sentences.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So not just and because, you can also use time related conjunction words,
Okay.
right? Subsequently, consequently, frequently, then,
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
later, right?
Okay.
Or you could even use instead. There are many conjunctions. So this is something that you can always practice,
Okay, ma'am.
conjunctions. Okay, very
Okay, ma'am.
important when you want to connect ideas, because we get into the habit of always saying and also, and also,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can also, right? You
Yeah.
also said I can also, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Also generally comes at the beginning. Also, I realized I can help people of any age.
Yes,
Also
ma'am.
always comes at the beginning of the sentence,
Yeah.
never in between and never at the end of the sentence.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
that's one rule. Second rule, when you use also, is when the first sentence I have said about something. Now, if
Okay.
my second sentence is also related to it, and I'm adding another idea apart from what I've said in the first sentence, then I'm going to use also. For
Okay.
example, I went to the market to buy some fruits, vegetables, and a paper bag. Also, I remembered I had to buy a new pencil and an eraser.
Okay.
So, because I went to the market, I decided I'll buy these three. I remembered there. This
Oh.
as well.
Okay. Okay.
This is how we'll use also. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Next. Can you read the third one?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Wrong, something wrong. So,
Hmm.
something was wrong.
Okay. Or actually, what I made a mistake. She wrote something wrong. I think you said she wrote something wrong.
Yeah.
Correct. You said she wrote something wrong. Now, she wrote something wrong is incorrect. You
Okay,
can
ma'am.
say she made a mistake while writing a story.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So that is why I've written dash. She made a mistake.
Okay.
Instead,
Okay.
you can say she made a mistake.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Last one.
Last one is both academics as well.
Hmm.
So, I
There's an
don't
error in this. Huh.
I don't know that what both I used in the sense, but I
Hmm.
can use that
Hmm.
in both academics and other areas too.
Huh. Correct. Now, when you use both as well, they don't go together.
Yeah.
Either I will use both or I will use as well.
Okay,
I'll
ma'am.
tell you how.
Okay.
She is good in both academics and extracurricular activities. That's one way of saying it.
Yes, ma'am.
She is good in academics as well as extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, which is why both as well, we don't use it together
Okay,
because
ma'am.
they have pretty much the same meaning, but the way you use it would be different.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Now, let's do another small activity where we are going to learn about IQ and EQ.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you can head to the third page of the session notes and you can read that small paragraph which is below IQ and EQ.
Okay, ma'am. Your mental ability to solve problems and think logically is called IQ, whereas EQ is the capacity to understand and manage your own emotions while being in tune with the emotions of others.
Okay, so were you familiar with both these terms?
I was familiar with IQ but not EQ.
Not EQ. Okay, so EQ is basically when you understand others' emotions as well,
Yeah.
right? In a lot of situations, we may not be able to gauge or detect what the other person might be feeling or what kind of emotion are they going through, and we might make a mistake or hurt them,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Unintentionally, and sometimes a lot of people do it intentionally as well,
Yeah.
right? Intentionally, they might hurt the other person, which is why emotional intelligence is equally important to work upon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now we're going to read some of the phrases below which is given under activity time, and you are going to read and identify whether it is quality of EQ quotient or of IQ quotient.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so let's read it one by one. Can you read the first one?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Empathy.
Hmm.
Ability to understand what others feel.
Hmm.
It is the quality of EQ,
Hmm.
because there we get to know how others feel and how are they feeling. Yeah.
Correct. You're
So,
absolutely right. When we put ourselves, empathy basically means when we get into somebody's shoes to understand their situation.
okay.
For example, if a girl failed in maths exam, now the usual attitude of a lot of children would be to be insensitive towards her by making fun of her,
Yes,
or they
ma'am.
may uh, try to create a scene about her, and they might make her feel extremely bad that she
Yes, ma'am.
couldn't pass in it. But what would you do? You would get into her shoes, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you may start thinking that maybe it is extremely difficult for her to understand how the numbers work, or
Yeah.
maybe her foundation of maths is not that great,
Yeah.
right? So when you get into their shoes and you understand their situation, how they could be feeling, how could they be thinking, that is empathy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now the opposite of that or similar to that word is sympathy,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Are you familiar with sympathy?
Yes, ma'am. Sympathy,
Hmm.
it means that
Hmm.
when we sympathize someone, for example,
Hmm.
what that we understand someone who is going
Hmm.
through any kind of problem, or we could
Hmm.
say any kind of
Hmm.
difficult time,
Hmm.
and we
Hmm.
support them as well. And
Hmm.
also, this
Hmm.
is, I think that.
Okay. So sympathy basically is when you console someone. You may not
Okay.
deeply get into it and try to understand how they are feeling, but you will console them. For example, if a friend of yours is crying, you want to console her, saying, "Hey, it's okay. Don't cry about it. Don't waste your energy."
Okay, ma'am.
If I empathize her, it means I exactly know what happened with you. I know this may have been a problem for you. You start getting into her shoes to
Okay.
understand her better. That's the
Okay.
difference between sympathy and empathy. Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
I got
Let's move
it.
on to the next one. Hmm.
Okay, ma'am. Analytical skills. Ability to solve problems by gathering information effectively.
Hmm.
So this would come under IQ.
Correct. You're absolutely right. This comes
Yeah.
under IQ. Okay. Third one.
And third one is self awareness,
Hmm.
understanding one's thoughts, feelings, motives, and impact. It would
Hmm.
come under EQ because of
Hmm.
emotional intelligence, every to know about their own motives.
Hmm.
And after that, the fourth one is excellent interpersonal skills,
Hmm.
the skill of building positive relationships. It would
Hmm.
also come under EQ because it is a
Hmm.
quality of a person who
Hmm.
has a high
Hmm.
EQ.
Hmm.
And after that, accurate memory, the
Hmm.
ability to retain and recall information. This
Hmm.
quality is of a person who has high IQ.
Hmm. Okay. Now, the fourth one, excellent interpersonal skills, could also come under IQ sometimes based on
Okay.
the situation, right? Because as you grow older, you will also start developing formal relationships, maybe with the people that you work with,
Okay.
right? It could be your manager or it could be your boss. Now, that is also a form of ability, right? Where
Oh,
you should
yes,
be
ma'am.
able to convey your ideas or explain it well to them, right? So that
Yes,
way,
ma'am.
it to some extent it can also come under IQ to some
Okay.
extent.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay, all right. Now you might have heard about the most common one, or at least when I was young, this was something very popular. Where if somebody was very dull, or if they are unable to give quick answers, then they would say that you must have almonds,
Yeah.
or they would say eat badam, right?
Yes,
It will
ma'am.
sharpen your mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So is that something you're familiar with?
Yeah, I